In this video, I'm going to be revealing the updated version of the Do-It-Yourself Investor Toolkit. This is the spreadsheet I use to analyze my personal dividend portfolio and all of my monthly portfolio updates released on YouTube. And I have some really cool new features that I have added to the spreadsheet to enhance it even more. And like always, if you'd like to be able to download this spreadsheet, you can head over to my Patreon page at the link in the description. So we're currently looking at my investment dashboard. We have our dividend dashboard, dividend calendar, and daily dividend calendar. But before I jump into how all of this works, I want to show you some of the new features. Let's go ahead and jump over to our stocks tab, and I'll zoom in just a little bit right here. So again, if you've seen how this works, basically we can plug in any stock that we bought. Let's say we bought Apple and we bought 10 shares of Apple at $130 a share. You can see all this data is going to automatically load in right here, and it's going to be reflected on all of our dashboards as well. So you can see Apple listed right here on this chart, Apple listed here. It's going to be reflected in all of our charts and in all of our metrics as well. But if we jump over to our stocks tab, you're going to notice something new. We have two new columns. We have a total return for dollars and a total return for percentage. And we did already have some metrics like that listed right here, but the difference is these two columns right here are going to include the dividends we've received from each of these positions, and I think that's very important. So for example, let's say we were to buy a real estate investment trust. Say we bought Realty Income and we bought 30 shares at a purchase price of $62 per share. A lot of the times, the total returns you receive from real estate investment trust, a lot of it's going to come in the form of dividends. So it's really important that we include the total return with our dividends that we've received from that position. So if we jump back over to our investment dashboard, that's mainly going to affect this growth chart right here. So this growth chart is now going to show each of your position's gains with those dividends that you've received included in this as well. So that's one of the newest features. I think that's a much better way to look at our overall growth. But the other feature is something I'm very excited about as well. And like you already know, we have a portfolio projection tab. So basically we can project what our future portfolio outlook will look like. And we have a quick glimpse of it on our future portfolio outlook right here on our investment dashboard. And you can see what it's like when we reinvest and when we don't reinvest our dividends. But the new feature is we also now have a cost of living tab. So basically you can plug in your monthly cost of living and what you expect inflation to be year over year. And based off of this, we can now analyze how long it will take us to be able to live off of dividend income. We have a chart right here with the black line being our cost of living and our red line being our monthly dividend payment. So you can see it looks like around 2045 in this scenario, we would be able to live off of dividend income. Now we have this broken down a lot more with these metrics right here. So I'll go ahead and zoom in quite a bit more. We'll come over here and you can see it's going to tell you when you can live off of dividends. You're going to be able to see your total contribution over that time period, the total amount of dividends you've received, and what your account value is. And of course, we want to be able to see our monthly cost of living versus our monthly dividend payments. So let's go ahead and start scrolling down and seeing how long it would take us to live off of dividends in this scenario. And you can see by the year, after 22 years, by the year 2045, we would be able to live off of dividend payments because our monthly cost of living is lower than the monthly dividend payments we would be receiving. And of course, this is assuming we reinvest all of those dividends over that time period. So again, you can see, yes, we can live off of dividends. Our total contribution over that time period would be $278,000. The total dividends we would have received would be $456,000, and our account value would be about $1.38 million. So this is going to be a really cool tool to analyze if you're on track to be able to live off of dividends when you want to. And of course, you can see in that scenario, starting portfolio size of $13,000. We had a price growth rate assumption. We had a dividend growth rate assumption. We're assuming we're contributing $1,000 a month. And of course, you could see if you did a lump sum what that would look like as well, which is a cool feature. And then you plug in the starting dividend yield for your portfolio. So a very cool new feature for sure. I'm definitely going to be using it for my monthly portfolio update videos moving forward. Now, let's just go over in general a little bit how this spreadsheet works. And like you've already seen, we plugged in O and Apple right here, and that is reflected in our investment dashboard right here. We have a chart to see our allocation by each individual stock, a chart to see our allocation by each individual industry as well. We have our cost versus market value chart. We have our growth chart. We have our total win amount versus our total loss amount. We have our allocation chart. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see that. Basically, we can see our cash position. We can see the amount we have in stocks and the amount we have in crypto. And I don't really talk about the crypto tab too much because I don't personally use it. But basically, you can plug in the cryptocurrency you own right here, and this data will load in. And then it will be reflected in our investment dashboard. So crypto in this scenario makes up 5% of this person's portfolio. We can also see the total holdings. This is going to show the total between stocks and crypto. In this scenario, it's 9. We have some notes right here, and then of course we have a breakdown with our stocks, a breakdown with our crypto. We can see our cash position, and then we have our overall outlook right here. As you can see, we have our gain loss with dividends included, portfolio value, and portfolio costs. So a lot of really important metrics here on our investment dashboard. But when we jump over to our dividend dashboard, it's going to give us more of a breakdown of what our overall dividend scenario looks like. So you can see our expected yearly dividend income, our all-time dividend income, our average monthly dividends, and our portfolio dividend yield. We're going to be able to see our portfolio value over time, our historical monthly dividend income by industry, so you can see exactly where your dividends are coming from, dividend yield on cost, and then of course we want to be able to see how much dividend income we can expect to receive each year from each of our positions. So it looks like in this scenario, we'd be receiving around $230 a year from Pepsi. Then the other features we have are our dividend calendar. This is one of my favorite ways to track your dividend income because it's going to allow you to see how much dividends you make each month, how much you've received from each individual position, and most importantly, you can see how your dividends are growing time after time. Because I typically invest into companies that increase the amount they pay in dividends and I reinvest those dividends, you can see how those dividend payments have increased as I receive the payment. So this is a really important way to track those dividends. Basically what you do is you come over here to your dividend/portfolio recording tab. We'll come down here and let's say in May of 23, I received a dividend payment from Apple. I could plug in how much that was, $30, and we could see I received it on May 1st, 23, and I'll hit enter. So when I jump back over to our dividend calendar, come over here, you can see that $30 payment reflected right here for the month of May and for Apple right here. So again, a very powerful way of tracking your dividend income. If we jump over to our daily dividend calendar, it basically works the same way. Because we plugged in that dividend payment, you can see a $30 payment right here on May 1st of 2023. But this is just a way to see exactly what days you were paid dividends and how much you received on that specific day. We can compare it to 2022 and 2023, and we can see what our highest day of dividend income was. So again, a very powerful way of tracking your dividend income. And the last feature we have is our stock watch list. This is just a cool way after you analyze stocks to plug it into your watch list. I'll zoom in just a little bit more right here. But basically, let's say I want to keep an eye on Microsoft stock. I'll plug it in right here and this data will load in. And let's say after analyzing the stock, I decided the intrinsic value of the stock was around $300 per share. You can see we can plug in our margin of safety for all of our positions. Let's say our margin of safety is only 5%. I'll hit enter, and you can see based upon that, our acceptable buy price is $285 per share. So out of all of these positions with a 5% margin of safety, the only position we should be buying or consider buying is going to be Caterpillar, and it's giving me a signal to buy. So that's another really cool feature. But there you go. That is the updated version of the Do-It-Yourself Investor Toolkit. I'm planning on releasing more features as the months go by, so definitely join my Patreon if you're interested in using this spreadsheet and interested in using future versions. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.